Off in the distance, off in the distance, off in the distance, distance, off in the distance, off in the distance. We give our minds spin the grind, so we follow endeavors within the music, keep a grip on the strategy. We have the highlights, things bright, living our pleasure. We in the flipping money, keeping it clever. We out the east side, who ride, pay for the effort. Gotta make the family personally better. I'm bringing orders to the games.
What it do, this little deal, Blockkingz Entertainment, coming at you one more time with a video. The name of this video, writing is allowing the imagination complete control. Writing is allowing the imagination complete control. Now, if you're writing for grades in school, or you're writing content as a professional, writing is allowing the imagination complete control. If you're trying to make A's in school, or if you're writing as a professional and getting paid for it, there are a lot of rules that come into play. Being a writer of original content, being one myself, I found out over the years it's better to let the artist in you just have full control of what's going on. It's best to just let go and let the artist do what it does. Let your imagination have complete control of the situation. I remember in school where we would sit down at the desk and we have to go to like English class, and they would teach us like the proper way to write out a sentence, the proper way it needs to be said, and the elements that go into creating a sentence, a proper sentence. But now that I'm grown and in the real world, I think it's more about how your message gets across than so much the structure of it. In the real world, I think it's more about getting your point across. I think there is no right or wrong way to get your point across if your point is being pushed across. It'd be more important to get your message across than anything else. Writing comes from allowing the imagination complete control. Now, if you're a writer, songwriter, content writer, words are what you use. Words are the tools that you use. Words are the basic structure of what your content is about. Words are pretty much the backbone of what you're doing. I think instead of being so caught up in the structure of the words, I think the words need to reflect what it is you're trying to say by just plainly saying it in the way that you know how it should be said. I think with words, as long as you're inflicting the right kind of feeling on the listener, you're getting your point across, and that's what counts. I think if you just say things simply, if you just say things plain and simple on a truthful, honest level, you'll get your message across. I think if you're being sincere with what it is that you do, if you're being passionate with what it is that you do, it will automatically send that message also out. And then you realize that sets you apart from the 1,000 people who just say it and don't really have that feeling behind it. There's people out there that's saying the same exact things that you're saying, but the reason that it touches one person and not the other is in the formula of how you put it together. The difference is you stood out and they didn't. Now, when I used to write lyrics, when I used to write content, I was more into the structure, putting the songs together, putting the content together. And I still am. But what I've added is adding a feeling to what it is that I'm putting out there, making the feeling into a language in itself. Just simply getting my message across and meaning it, but in a creative, artistic manner. It's like saying the same thing, but it has like your fingerprint on it, only coming across in a way that you know how it should be said or how you know it could sound better. And like I said in the earlier video, artists really don't know how good they've got it. Now, if you want to believe it or not, there are two of you. You have you yourself that you look at in the mirror every day, and then you have that creative person that's inside of you. Your second alias, your alter ego, if you will. Don't be afraid to let them get out there and create. Now, on the business side of things, I take care of this, I take care of that. But when it comes to the music side, when it comes to the artistic side, I let Lil D write the records now. I let him run free and have space to create. I've written so many records that in order to create more creativity, I just have to have an essence of freeness. That's what comes up with new music. That's what comes up with new content. The only thing I gotta do when Lil D is creating, the only thing I got to do is be there to record, to capture the moment. All I got to do is, when Lil D is in a session, is be able to find a means to record the session. That's it. I give him full control and he gives me full control. And that's what works. And no matter what it is, even if I have to come back to it, it's good to record it either on my phone, through video, however I can get it recorded. So you're not just getting the bulk of the words, you're getting the feeling and the vibe and the inspiration that went into what created that. And that's what sets it apart. Let me tell you like this. You know how you got your dog in the backyard, and then when you walk into the gate, he can hear you and he gets all excited. And then when you unlock that lock, when you take that chain off the fence, he's right there at the gate. And when you open that door, he takes off. That's kind of what it's like when I'm writing new music, writing new content. I just let the artist just run free. It's something like your inner artist. It has to have room and space to move. It wants to create. It wants to be free. Writing is stress relief in itself. The message is just to let go and let the artist do what it does. You have a means to capture it, either on cassette, CD, phone, however. You just have to be there to capture the moment. The goal that you want is when you sit down to create, you just open up the floodgates and just create. That way, you don't have to worry about writer's block. You don't have to worry about not having enough ideas. You'll always have ideas if you just let go. Some sessions you can sit down and write the whole chapter, the whole novel, the whole song, whatever. And sometimes you get a piece, you get a piece. That's cool, because you're still putting things together. You're still moving forward. It's still progress. I know. The goal is to have so many ideas for your artist to pick from that it can pick from the ideas, or it comes up off the top and comes up with more as it's creating. Just an endless supply, because the goal is to always have more. And if you're doing, there'll always be more to do. That's what makes it fun. You just have to have a means to record that situation, capture that session. If you do these things, if you just let the artist free and do what it does, it'll be a more enjoyable situation. It'll be a more enjoyable experience, no doubt. Your writings, your recordings, your content writing, it shouldn't be forced. It takes the stress out of it. And if nothing else, over time, the more you write, the more comes about. I remember a time when I used to have to lay down and just stay there until I just fall asleep. Now it's like, it's so natural. I can lay down and fall asleep like that. And that's like a goal that an artist wants to, to just get that beat, be able to sit down with it and just be free to do whatever he wants. Freedom of expression. Same thing with content writing. You come up with an idea and you should just be able to sit down and just map it out. The more you do it, the better you get at it, and it builds your confidence on the back end. Like I said before, the goal of any artist that writes content, professional, bottom line, if you're treating it like a hobby, it's going to be a hobby. If you're treating it like a business, it'll be a business. Like I said before, the goal of any artist in content writing, any kind of content writing, is to have so many ideas flowing that you have to record it just to keep up, because you know that after this recording, it gives spark to the next one. This is Lil D of Blockkingz Entertainment. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're on YouTube, enjoy my other videos on my YouTube station. It's 999 Blockkingz. I'm also a recording artist and I create music. Check out my music at cdbaby.com/all/Blockkingz. The links for both are in the descriptions of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Please give us a like, share, comment. And to get more videos from Blockkingz Entertainment, remember to subscribe. This is Lil D of Blockkingz Entertainment. Peace. What it do, this Lil D of Blockkingz Entertainment, and I wanted to share an opportunity with you. Now, off the jump, I'm not trying to sell you a product. What I'm trying to do is show you a lifestyle of freedom where you could do what you want to do, when you want to do it, and how you want to do it. There's a difference. You choose what you want, and that comes from
multiple revenue streams. You change the world by changing your thinking. And that's all I'm giving you. As an artist, all I do is create and promote. That's all I do. I create and I promote. And that's how I create and generate the lifestyle that I live. I make money online producing content on the internet. Multiple revenue streams make this possible. Why just be an artist? Become an entrepreneur and own your business. I make multiple streams of income for more time and freedom to do the things that I want to do, things I want to pursue in my life. Why just work, build, and own your own destiny? What I offer you is a means to do that. What I offer you is a means to do what I do and grow by replication. Or take the opportunity for what it applies to you and tweak it to your needs and satisfaction. Make it your situation. You hold all the keys. All I'm doing is just sitting this right before your very eyes. We have goals in place and show how to apply a revenue source, apply a marketing system, and then get the results that you want to create more revenue streams. Why just be an artist? Become an entrepreneur and own your business. We're thinking in long term, not short term. We're thinking about wealth and not rich. Subscribe to my YouTube station for more videos, 999 Blockkingz. Get more information on great opportunities by opting into our website, www.successwithblockkingz.com. Get more information on great opportunities by opting into www.successwithblockkingz.com. What we preach is stop working for life and start creating to create the life you want. Opt in now and see exactly what we're talking about. www.successwithblockkingz.com. We'll see you on the other side. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your continued support. Peace.
Off in the distance, off in the distance, off in the distance, distance. Off in the distance, off in the distance. We have our minds spinning grind, so we following depth with enemies and keep a grip on the stretch. We have the highlights, things bright, living our pleasure. We in the flipping money, keeping it clever. We out the east side, who ride, pay for the effort. Gotta make the family personally better. I'm bringing orders to the game, spelling capital letters. Bring on the boss when you dealing with pressure.